Hey y'all, this is Kim, Creative Escapades, and today I am working on this MDF board. Started out as a 24 by 24 inch, and I just cut this random shape out and sprayed with brown spray paint, and then hit it with just a little bit of gold. And now I am starting to lay down my colors. I am making a fall geode, or that's my hope. In my head, this is going to be a fall geode. So I'm going to be using the colors fall, of course, and I'm starting off with this metallic green by Artist Loft in the center, and my next ring is going to be metallic orange, also by Artist Loft, and this is going to be my entry into the Color Art Bling contest. And you have to use, you can use base of whatever paints that you need, and then you have to use the Bling products. And so I'm going to be adding some mica flakes, and I'm going to add the different luster pigments that will enhance these fall colors, and also coat it with Stone Coat Countertop resin. So I've almost got the orange down here, and I'm not laying this too heavy. I basically just want to have a little bit of color underneath my design elements, and I am going to be using the mica flakes in all these places. So I decided to change up my center here just because I thought that was a little bit too much green. So I'm making a gold center here, and I'm using DecoArt Extreme Sheen gold. I love this 24 karat gold. It is so pretty. And then my last ring here is going to be metallic yellow, and I'm not using a red, which is also another fall or autumn color, but one of the luster pigments that I use will have just a hint of red to it, so I think it's going to be just fine. Next thing I want to do is take these mica flakes and separate them, because some of them are stuck together and you just have to separate them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They're so big, and I think they're going to look really, really pretty on here. But I needed them to be colored, and Leslie does sell these in all different colors, beautiful colors, but I needed some mixture of fall, so I decided to use the Champagne Bling Mica Flakes that I got from Leslie, and color them with alcohol inks. And I'm using orange and the yellow. The green is the rainforest green, and then I wanted to add some with the luster pigments added to some alcohol ink. And this one here is salted caramel, and it looks brown, and I'm just taking a little bit of the luster pigment and mixing it into some alcohol ink, and it has a really olive green brownish color to it, and I think it worked out great. I love it. It just adds another fall color to it. And this one that I'm using now is the Tiger Eye, and you can see it has kind of a bronzy coppery look. And so I've mixed all these together and let them dry. And the next step that I want to do is I want to take this Easy Sculpt resin parts A and B, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and I'm going to use this to make borders around each of my rings of color. And you can see there I've been practicing on my board of maybe what I want to do. And but before I start going any further with that, I wanted to get these borders down. So you just take a scoop of each and make sure that they are equal. You can weigh them if you want to, or eyeball them, which is what I do. And then you just start incorporating them into each other. And you keep smashing them, rolling them, and they will finally become uniform, and you'll be able to tell because the color will be all one color, and you won't see any little streaks of the gray in there at all. And while I'm doing this, let me give you a little tip that I learned the hard way. Always use gloves with this stuff. It is resin, and it is sticky. It will stick to your hands, and it is very hard to get off. So you can ask me how I know, but it'd just be best to use gloves. So also another little trick that I found out is if I keep some water handy and just occasionally make sure that my gloves are a little bit wet and working surface that is where I'm rolling out what looks like strings or snakes like we used to do with Play-Doh when we were kids. And I'm trying to make them all as close as I can to the same size as possible. And then I'm going to take these and put them right at the edges of my rings of color. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to glue these down. You don't have to smash them down or mash them onto the board. Just lay them there. And as they cure, they will stick to the board and actually become part of the board. And so I'm just going to keep doing this until I have went around both sides, inside and out, of each ring of color. And then when you are adding a new string, just kind of work them together on the ends so that you can't really tell that you started a new string of the resin. And this is pliable for a while, but as it dries, it is not going to come off there very easily. So you can move it around and make sure that you have the design exactly as you want it. But once it is dried, it is there. Some of these that I did was a little thicker than others, and once I got it laid onto the board, all I did was I used my X-Acto knife and trimmed down where it was thicker at, and then just used a little bit of water on my glove and my fingers and just kind of rubbed up and down along both sides of the string until it was back uniform and looked like it was supposed to look. So now I have all these on here, and I am going to let them set and dry. And then I'm going to start adding my mica flakes. And as you can see here, where the green is, and I've already got some of them laid out there, I'm going to be just layering them there. And the way that I do that is I take a little bit of this diamond glaze and I just make a little puddle there and then lay down the flakes. And I'm sort of doing it like a puzzle. I'm trying to make sure that it fits the area and that the colors are mingled. Like I don't want all orange or all green in one place. I want them to just kind of look like fallen leaves. And so I'm being careful of how I layer them on there. And this diamond glaze stuff is amazing. Once it is dried, it has a shine to it. So I'm not worried about it coming up in between and getting on top of the mica flakes. I'm going to put resin on it anyways, so it's okay. But this stuff dries quickly, and you can get on with your designing. So right now I'm going to start making the yellow mica flakes, and I'll also make some orange ones. And I'm just putting the alcohol ink into this cup with these mica flakes, and I put some alcohol, 91% in there as well. And then I'm going to spread them out on this piece of parchment paper and let them dry. And I think I need a little bit more, so I added a few more there. I want to make sure that I have enough to go all the way around the board. Now these particular mica flakes are a little bit smaller than the ones that I used in the green area. And I'm just adding a little bit of the tiger's eye to this, because I do want it yellow, but I still want it to have just a hint of bling there. And I love this tiger's eye. It is so pretty. I don't think there's any of the colors of the luster pigments in the Diamond Galaxy collection that I don't like. I don't have them all yet, but I'm slowly working on it. So now I'm going to do some in the orange. And I'm doing the same thing. Just added the orange alcohol ink to the cup along with 91% alcohol, and added some of the tiger's eye to this. And this is what one of the reasons why I wasn't really worried about using a red. This is orange. It's got a flash of gold to it, and just a hint. The darker colors has a hint of red. And now we come to some fun time. I've got mail. I had ordered some more colors and some more mica flakes from Leslie at DecoArt, and I needed to finish this project, and I needed certain colors that she had. I did not have any green of the luster pigments, and while I was looking, I found that she had one called Autumn. Let's see. Golden Autumn. And I was like so excited because it would be perfect for my project, since I'm doing a autumn or fall geode. This golden autumn was going to be the perfect fit for my project. So I'm just going to open this up and share with you what I got. And then this will be the end of part 1 of this video. And these are some of Leslie's colored mica flakes. And this one that I have there is called Pirate's Booty. It's so gorgeous. And then I got a couple of the regular champagne colored ones. And then this one is called Poseidon Gerto, I think is maybe how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But anyways, it's gorgeous blue, green, silvery look. And this right here is called Chunky Fool's Gold. Can't wait to use that either. And then this is the Myrtle green that I got. That's going to be perfect for this project. And of course the autumn gold. So that's going to be all of this part of the video because it's getting way too long. This is a long project, and when I come back in the next video, I will be using all of these delicious Bling It colors and mica flakes to finish off my project. And as you can see here, I've already layered the yellow and the orange mica flakes down into my rings of color there. And I'll be ready to move on. So I want to thank you for joining me for this first part of this video. And hope to see you in my next creative escapade. Bye-bye.